Namaste students, this is Karthik Srinivasan, your accounts and commerce teacher. Welcome to my audiobooks. Today you are going to hear about trial balance. Very short answers. 1. What is trial balance? Trial balance is a statement containing the debit and credit balances of all ledger accounts on a particular date. It is arranged in the form of debit and credit columns placed side by side and prepared with the object of checking the arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the books of accounts and to facilitate preparation of financial statements. 2. What are the methods of preparation of trial balance? A trial balance can be prepared in the following methods. 1. Balance method. 2. Total method. 3. Total and balance method. 3. State whether the balance of the following accounts should be placed in the debit or the credit column of the trial balance. 1. Carriage outwards, debit. 2. Carriage inwards, debit. 3. Sales, credit. 4. Purchases, debit. 5. Bad debts, debit. 6. Interest paid, debit. 7. Interest received, credit. 8. Discount received, credit. 9. Capital, credit. 10. Drawings, debit. 11. Sales returns, debit. 12. Purchase returns, credit. 4. Define trial balance. According to J.R. Butley-Boy, a trial balance is a statement, prepared with the debit and credit balances of the ledger accounts to test the arithmetical accuracy of the books. 5. Write the features of trial balance. 1. Trial balance contains the balances of all ledger accounts. 2. It is prepared on a specific date. That is why the word as on is used at the top. 3. When double entry system is followed, the totals of the debit and the credit columns of the trial balance must be equal. Thus, trial balance helps to check the arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the books of accounts. 4. If there is a difference between the totals of debit column and credit column of the trial balance, it is an indication of errors being committed somewhere. 5. If both the debit column and the credit column of the trial balance have the same total, it does not mean that there is no mistake in accounting, since some errors are not disclosed by the trial balance. 6. What is meant by suspense account? After transferring all the ledger account balances, if the trial balance does not tally, steps must be taken to locate and rectify errors. If the errors cannot be rectified, then trial balance is tallied by transferring the difference between the total of debit balances and the total of credit balances to a temporary account, called suspense account, for timely preparation of the financial statements. Namaste students, this is Karthik Srinivasan, your accountancy and commerce teacher. Welcome to my audiobooks. Trial Balance Audiobook Part 2. 1. What are the objectives of preparing trial balance? 1. Test of arithmetical accuracy. Trial balance is the means by which the arithmetical accuracy of the bookkeeping work is checked. When the totals of debit column and credit column in the trial balance are equal, it is assumed that posting from subsidiary books, balancing of ledger accounts, etc. are arithmetically correct. However, there may be some errors which are not disclosed by trial balance. 2. Basis for preparing final accounts. Financial statements, namely, trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet, are prepared on the basis of summary of ledger balances obtained from the trial balance. 3. Location of errors. When the trial balance does not tally, it is an indication that certain errors have occurred. The errors may have occurred at one or more of the stages of accounting process, namely, journalizing or recording in subsidiary books, totaling subsidiary books, posting in ledger accounts, balancing the ledger accounts, carrying ledger account balances to the trial balance, totaling the trial balance columns, etc. Hence, the errors should be located and rectified before preparing the financial statements. 4. Summarized information of ledger accounts. The summary of ledger accounts is shown in the trial balance. Ledger accounts have to be seen only when details are required in respect of an account. 2. What are the limitations of trial balance? 1. It is possible to prepare trial balance of an organization only if the double entry system is followed. 2. Even if some transactions are omitted, the trial balance will tally. 3. Trial balance may tally even though errors are committed in the books of account. 4. If trial balance is not prepared in a systematic way, the final accounts prepared on the basis of trial balance may not depict the actual state of affairs of the concern. 5. Agreement of trial balance is not a conclusive proof of arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the accounting records. This is because there are certain errors which are not disclosed by trial balance, such as complete omission of a transaction, compensating errors, and error of principle. A trial balance is only a prima facie evidence of the arithmetical accuracy of records. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons. Yes, trial balance is not a complete proof of arithmetical accuracy of account. A trial balance in which the credit and debit accounts match does not prove that all transactions have been recorded in the proper accounts. For example, the wages paid for the installation of machinery had been erroneously recorded by debiting the wages account in the place of machinery account, the trial balance would still agree. Similarly, an agreed trial balance does not prove that all transactions have been recorded in the books of original entry.